Hello, Brenda.
Hey, Betsy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
It's been a little bit,
I know.
but we have some big news.
We do.
Can you believe it?
I can't. I wonder if our
listeners?
listeners can believe it either.
I don't know. Happy anniversary.
Yes, it's been 1 year.
Ooh,
Give ourselves
good
a
job.
hand.
Yeah, exactly. It's awesome.
It's so exciting. And just some quick feelings that I have on this. I am just super excited that people actually listen.
But it's not just our family members.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm still surprised, honestly. Yes. Thanks everybody for listening.
Yes, thank you to our listeners. It keeps us motivated to keep doing it.
It definitely does. And when we hear, hey, when are you going to do another one? That does keep propelling us forward, because I'm just glad people find some of our chats interesting. The other thing I wanted to say is every time we talk about doing this and I get in the studio with you, I'm always a little nervous. I'm not going to have anything to say. So the fact that we come in here, we chat for however long, and then it turns out is still mind-boggling, but I love it. It's been great.
It's crazy how much we have to talk about from all of our life experiences.
It is.
And that other people are interested in that.
It is. I wanted to thank you for pushing me in this direction. Because it's definitely not.
Absolutely not.
Something in my comfort zone. Yes. You have helped me move myself beyond the boundaries I thought that I had.
I think we both have, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's one of those fun facts that people can't really, when you tell them, they're like, really?
Yes, it does. It's so funny every time.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
So talk to me, friend. You just came back from a wonderful vacation. How was it? Tell me the details. I have a couple funny stories from my perspective about your trip, but I'll save it.
Okay, great. My youngest daughter and I went on a cruise, just the two of us, for her spring break.
Yeah.
So first of all, excited that she wanted to hang out with
wow.
me on her spring break. Awesome. And a lot of the quality time that we had, I can't say enough about that, because we talk about how when they're younger and they're not driving, we have all those great conversations
you spend so much
in the
windshield
car.
time with them to have all of the conversations you want to have.
Back and forth from activities.
When my kids got their driver's license, it was great from a freedom standpoint. But the sadness that I had that all that time, I'm begging for time now. I made my kids eat breakfast for a while when they were going to high school because I wanted some of that time back. They were finally like, Mom, I want to sleep. I'm sorry.
I'm going to grab something on the way out and I'm headed to school.
Not happening.
So I felt like I got some of that time back.
Oh,
and
that's so awesome.
We didn't have anyone else.
Have to accommodate or have to wonder about.
So we had to rely on each other, which was really great.
Yeah.
We had a really great time.
So
there's some surprises and lessons learned that we can talk about.
Have you ever been on a cruise before?
This is my third one.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You've been on one?
I have, many years ago. And it was at that moment that I said, I'm good with never doing this again. Isn't that funny?
It is.
It's a lot of scheduling. We schedule all day long. In fact, we'll talk about that maybe later in our episode on how, as a person, I overschedule everything. However, on cruises, I just feel like you got to be here, be there. And if you stop at the port, and you got to get off. And if you're enjoying yourself, it's you got to get back on the cruise. And then your dinner's at 8 o'clock, and you got to wear a fancy dress. And I did ask your husband a little bit about how the trip was going while you were gone.
Yeah.
And he was like, it sounds like they're having a great time. I said, there's lots that I don't like, so I love that they're having a great time. I said, I just late night dinners all dressed up. He goes, Betsy, they love to dress up.
Yes, we did. Yes, we were very excited. Which dress am I going to wear tonight? So I agree with you to an extent, but I love that everything is there for you.
That's so true.
And you don't have to think about,
Yeah.
I'm hungry. What am I going to do? I'm
restaurant
hungry at 2
look like
o'clock. I'm
whatever.
going to go
That's
eat or grab a drink or sit by the pool, take a nap, go shopping. The port thing, we did have one day where it didn't work out so well for us. We made it back on the ship. It was...
I haven't heard this story.
Okay, we planned an excursion and there was a time change. Our ship time was different than the port time.
Oh.
Which didn't really compute in my brain. So we missed it.
You missed the excursion.
We missed the excursion.
Entirely.
Our boat was battling headwinds, so we got into port late. So anyway, I had to cancel that one because we hadn't even docked by the time.
So the pressure, you're like, are we going to, come on.
Yes.
Come on, get there. there.
And then there was the pressure of, okay, now we're in port all day. I don't want to stay on the ship all day. Now, what are we going to do? So we did find another one, booked another one quickly. Awesome. I don't think it was as exciting as the other one would have been. But I was also a little nervous because the other one was a little bit physical. So it was walking in the rainforest and climbing down to see waterfalls and things like that. So I was already
oh my god,
already nervous. But
I can't even. That was the good Lord.
I know,
divine intervention, exactly. My friend. You
yes, like
you would have biffed it.
I know.
You would have ended up in where was the port?
It was in Dominican Republic.
Yeah, you would have been in DR hospital.
Yes.
Oh, thank God that didn't work out.
I did it for my daughter, and obviously something I wanted to see, but the whole time booking it, I was very apprehensive. And there weren't a lot of different trips to go on. So we ended up going on a city historical tour, which she actually recommended because she likes history.
Okay.
And it was cool, but it was definitely not thrill-seeking.
You didn't swim with the pigs or anything on the trip, did you?
We did not.
Somebody I just talked to said they also went on a cruise with their daughter, who is in college. And I thought this must be like a thing.
A trend. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
But they swam with the pigs. She said
yes.
When they got there, they were very big pigs.
Oh.
And some babies, which was cool. But they had to entice the pigs to get into the water. And it really wasn't swimming with the pigs. Yes. Pigs don't actually swim.
Oh, okay.
So she said it was very lackluster. Next time, dolphins.
Last year, for my daughter's high school senior break, we went to the Bahamas and we did an excursion.
Oh,
with swimming with the pigs.
I do. I think it was the Bahamas.
So we get over to this island where they have the pigs.
Why do we swim with pigs? Pigs don't swim.
I don't know.
They don't want to be in the water.
Everyone was like, oh, you'll love this. It was great. So we got there. And there was something with the tide, so we couldn't get in the water.
Oh.
So we stood in a line on the beach, and the pigs ran by us as we held little hot dogs out for them to eat.
Yes, that's exactly.
And they ran around. They were cute. They were playing. But no, we
super affordable. There's this farm across the street. Next time,
we'll
just go
running with the pigs over there. I would go dolphins all day long as well too. But
we did that in Jamaica. It was amazing.
Yes,
absolutely loved it.
So we've done that before. So we thought, everyone says this pig swim is great, but didn't turn out exactly the way we wanted it to. There were some other unexpected things. I can be a little bit of an introvert at times.
Hence the heck no, I'm not doing
I'm not doing
but yes.
So we had a dinner time scheduled for 8:30 every night, and we thought we'll be at the pool, we'll just be chilling, and then we like to take our time getting ready because we do like to dress up and get do our hair and things like that.
Yep.
So we took the late dinner time, and when we arrived the first night, they said, oh, we have you seated with another family. Is that okay?
Oh.
We both looked at each other and, yeah, that's okay. Or would you rather have your own table? We can see if we can seat you by yourselves.
For a romantic meal for you and your daughter.
Exactly. Our instinct was, let's just sit by ourselves. I don't want to have to make small talk because it's a little bit difficult for me sometimes.
You're to relax.
Yes. She does connect with people really well. And she has no problem with that. But when we're on vacation, it's like we don't want to have to work. But then we just looked at each other and we were
You didn't want your daughter have to go through what she goes through every time she sees someone sitting and eating alone. So you should have thought about that. Hey, we don't want people to feel bad for us. That's her issue with
that's true.
Her empathy for others.
She has empathy.
It's others alone. It's over the moon. So
she gets so worried about them being lonely that she feels for them. So it started when she was 5 years old. So we said if they're okay with it, then we're okay with it. So that ended up being the highlight of our trip.
I heard about that from your husband as well.
Every night
dress up
at
and they
8:30.
met a family.
Yes, we looked forward to that dinner.
That's awesome.
It was a family of 4. There were 2 girls that were juniors in high school.
Oh, cool.
And then a mom and her partner.
Yes.
So we all just...
Yeah.
And the thing that I thought was very interesting, now the juniors really loved talking to Gabby, getting to know her. They asked her tons of college questions, and I felt like they were really looked up to
They
her.
just absolutely loved having that engagement with someone who's been through what they've been through and could give some advice. It's a good mentor for them. And then also for your daughter, that kind of makes her probably feel great about being able to help others.
Yes, I could definitely tell that it meant a lot to her as well. The one thing I thought was interesting, and a lot of times in those situations, you see the parents talking with each other and the kids talking with each other in separate conversations. Yes. It was all of us having conversations all together.
Cool. That's
and everyone
awesome.
really took time to listen to the one person that was talking, and we all shared. It was, I'm telling you, Betsy, for me, being someone who it takes me a little bit of time to feel comfortable just to chat. It was one of the most meaningful experiences.
And the way it works, you were with them every single dinner.
Every single day. They had other restaurants on the ship. We said, maybe for the last night, we'll go to another dinner place. And then as day 3 came, we were like, no way. We don't want to miss the last night
meal with these fun people.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
The girls exchanged numbers and we got pictures together. And it was really just one of the most meaningful experiences I've had in a long time. And so I'll remember that for a long time. But yeah, that was amazing. And then we met lots of people.
What other fun thing did you realize about your cruise line as soon as you walked around? I believe I got a text about one day in. Hey, something interesting here on this cruise. It was the fact that you were on a Pittsburgh Steelers experience.
How did I forget that? Yes.
So for all of you who don't know, my husband is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Yes. So we got on
the
cruise and we see tons of people in Steelers gear.
I think this is hilarious.
And
I have told so many people this.
We're just like, what is going on? Even that I was supposed to bring something for the Steelers. At first we just shook it off, and then when we went to the pool, there were several people at the bar who had Steelers apparel on. So I'm getting a drink and I'm standing next to this woman who has this, it's like a Steelers dress on. So I said, is there something going on here with the Steelers? She's looking at me like,
and why aren't you part of our group?
Exactly. So apparently it was a 10 years running Steelers fan player experience on this cruise.
So as soon as you text me, I Googled it and I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yes.
Have all these different fun things you can do with other Steelers fans. Exactly. They have auctions and all sorts of stuff.
They had all kinds of events together.
So
dinners. Yes. She said, as a matter of fact, that guy standing over there, he's a current player, which I don't know a lot about the Steelers, but that was pretty cool.
I was trying to figure it out for you. I couldn't because it was a big reveal. So funny.
Everywhere we encountered Steelers fans. It was really cool.
My son and my husband were extremely jealous.
Oh, I bet.
They were like, are you kidding? Who is it? Who's the player? What's going on? And I'm like, I have no more details.
We're trying to discreetly also take a picture, and
you failed.
We failed at that.
Yeah,
so
I try that when I see people too. I'm no good at it. They totally just busted me. At that point, you might as well just take the picture and apologize.
Hi, can I get a picture with you? I think you're famous. I'm not really sure.
I don't know who you are, but and it was a big group.
It was really.
There were quite a few people. They showed pictures, and it wasn't just a small thing.
No, we were extras.
Yes,
I think,
you were
on this
100%. You were not the norm of the group. No, you were definitely a tag along.
Yes, we definitely were.
That's fabulous.
And there was another really cool experience that we had. It was probably more meaningful to me. We went to this pool and sat down next to a woman probably about my age. Yeah. And she was by herself. Yeah. My daughter sat next to her, and then I sat on the other side, and the two of them were chatting. It was a day where we both were a little seasick. We had taken our patches off because we had some side effects.
Got you.
And so we thought we would see if that's what the side effects were from. Yeah. Sure enough, they were. But we were both feeling very ill that day. And when I got to the pool, it was like, oh, okay, I am not feeling well. So I closed my eyes for a little while. Yeah. As the two of them continued their conversation. And I couldn't hear a lot of it. She was with another group, but they were all in the casino. And she said she didn't want to go into the casino that day. Didn't feel like it. So my daughter had to step away. And then I sat next to this woman, and she said, your daughter is so lovely. I can't tell you what this conversation means to me today that she and I just had. I think this happened for a reason.
Oh,
there's another reason why I came out here today. Without saying too much, she had lost a child about a year ago. Same age as my daughter.
Oh my goodness.
So she was loving hearing about the college experience and all the things that my daughter was going through and relating it back to, she said, it just meant so much to me because that's what my child would be doing right now. She told me the story, a very tragic, heartbreaking story. She just said, this has meant the world to me today. Tears in our eyes. I don't think I told you that story yet. Later on, we chatted and I said...
You told your daughter.
I told her about the conversation and I just said, thank you so much for sitting and chatting with her. This is what it meant to her today. And she had no idea. The mom didn't share it happened, but she was just very interested in her life and what she was doing.
Just wanted someone to talk. Of course, your daughter picked the person who was sitting with no one to go and make friends with.
Absolutely.
This is your girl.
She has a really easy time chatting and connecting with adults. She actually feels comfortable talking to adults more than she does with
I have a few of those as well. It's fascinating to me. My son loves older generations. He can't wait to engage with them.
That's awesome. And my daughter's the same way. And
it's so funny.
But she had no idea what that conversation meant to this woman. So she changed that woman's day and her outlook
that she was going through.
Meant so much to me as well.
Yeah, I'm winning. I'm winning as a mom. Like, these are signs. I've done okay.
I have.
Yeah. And just being able to recognize that we're all guided for different reasons to different places up until, as we tend to do, we didn't plan this trip way far in advance. This was a bit of a last minute. So what drove you to be there for this? As a tag along to the Steelers excursion.
Exactly.
To end up by the pool with someone who really needed a moment with someone like your daughter. That's really cool.
It was it was more than just a trip. There's so many things.
Yeah.
There are a couple other just little things that I'd like to share. One was that you would appreciate this. So we got into one of the hot tubs and there were a bunch of younger people talking about their college. It happened to be the same college that my daughter goes to.
Oh, that's awesome.
They struck up this great conversation, see you on campus. And
I was going to say, they're there now. Yes. Oh, that's really awesome.
So that was really fun. But the last thing that I thought was very interesting. So the whole time it was very wavy.
Oh, yeah.
Which was not cool.
And that's probably what also my first cruise.
Yes.
Same thing. Pool was closed the entire time.
That would have been terrible.
Very hard.
Yes. Our pool was open.
And I get motion sickness just walking.
I do too.
On a dock.
So by the way, we ended up putting our patches back on.
Heck yeah. I'll take all the side effects in the world because that feeling
So the blurriness of not being able to read our phones.
Yeah, it's okay. Get over it.
We knew that was going to come back. But one night at 4:00 in the morning, I woke up and I felt this vibration on the whole ship.
Ooh.
And I thought,
it's the Titanic. You hit a nice wave.
That's strange. It must be really storming or super wavy or something. I didn't think a whole lot about it. In the morning, we went out to the pool. They did their announcements. Here's the agenda for the day. Here are the shows that we have tonight. And we also wanted to share with you that at about 4:00 this morning, we came upon a sinking ship, 8 fishermen, who they were basically sinking.
And you saved them?
We saved 8 people.
Oh my gosh.
Brought them on board, and they said they are currently recovering with our medical staff. So
how awesome.
That is what was happening when I woke up at 4:00 in the morning. They were
probably
trying to maneuver the boat to...
You were like Castaway.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the coolest things. I guess I didn't tell you that
story.
No, you
did not. How awesome. How many things did you pack into this one?
I know. It was only 5 nights. Yes, there was a lot that happened.
That is so cool.
And you know what? I looked it up a few days later after we got home. You'd think that would be big news, right?
Yeah,
and I saw one small article about it. This should be all over.
Yeah.
All in all, trip was amazing.
That's so fun. I loved those great stories of things that surprised you that you had no idea were going to end up this way, right?
Yes. And getting home and talking to my husband, how proud I was of my daughter to see her with all of these new people and to really connect with them.
Yeah. You're like, Girl, you're going to be okay in the world.
Yes.
Like mom's worry is a little less today.
It warmed my heart so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
As we were talking about what things that we could talk about today, obviously we had a lot that we wanted to talk about with Brenda's trip, but we also were talking about things that are our opportunity areas that we thought would be fun to share with all of you. As we were thinking through the cruise and all of the scheduling, the reason why I don't like cruises is because it is a moment in time when I cannot overschedule. And I had this thought earlier today as I was wedging in every single thing that I could get done. Literally, there's so many moments in time, but I was wondering if, Brenda, you have these thoughts sometimes where you're like, seriously, girl, just because you can fit it in technically does not mean that you should.
Exactly.
You should never actually be running from one thing to the other. And I do it way too much. From this time to this time, I'm going to do this, and this time to this time. So I just recently had this conversation, and you may appreciate this even more, but I work with a project manager at work. We have a lot of different opportunities to do different things, whether it be bringing a new item to shelf or improving our existing packaging or a laundry list of things that we try to do in our business. As an organization, we tend to pack too much into this space. So her very painful job is to let us know how that can't happen. Yes. And I had a very frank conversation with her. Here's the thing. I am bad at this in my life. I double up on so many things. My college roommates used to joke that I would never just blow dry my hair. I would blow dry my hair and study. And whatever it is.
It was never one thing.
There was never one thing. You would eat, and I think of it as a constant. How do we make this time most effective? We have a fun race in our car often to beat the nav. The nav says you're going to get there at whatever, 29 minutes. I'm like, I can beat it by 1. What do you think? It's hilarious. That used to be our fun thing we would do on basketball tournaments. And it's still to this day. My youngest daughter is, Mom, I think you can beat it. I'm like, I so can. This is awesome. So I just have a hard time figuring out how you realistically can fit all of this in. And I just hope that I don't give that to my kids. I hope that they can actually take a moment to smell the roses, get their words out the way that they need to, because they don't have 14 different things going on in their brain on what they have to get done. Just these different things that you do where you're just like, oh, this is my opportunity area. I want to be more present wherever I'm at. I struggle with it.
It is very difficult. And I think a lot of adults will say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to just be present. We've talked about it too in the past where you're at an event and you want to be present and watch, but you also want to videotape that for... So you're not really watching. And
how often do you go back and watch those videos?
Very rarely.
Rarely, right? But you've got it all captured because I can.
Just in case. But then you figure out along the road, I have a friend who can videotape it for me. I'm just going to watch. I'm a project manager by trade. And so at work, that's my jam. I stick to it. That's what I do all day long. I get home and I'm not really feeling like that anymore.
I've spent... too much time in this space.
I've given all this.
I am done. I did ask my coworker, who is the project manager lead for our team, can you just tell me, do you live life like this? She said every single minute.
Really?
That is her thing.
Wow. Good
what
for her.
What do you do when someone calls and says, hey, you want to go to dinner tonight? She said, nope. Really? I know what I'm doing all the way through December now.
Wow.
It's scheduled. And she loves the organization of it.
That's great. It would be helpful for me if I did that as well.
Yes. At least you would apply it differently than me. You would actually have the justified time to do that said task instead of me. I think I can make that better. Yes. I would have to go 90 miles an hour to beat this.
Yeah. I think in terms of passing some of that down to our kids, they do obviously watch and learn.
Yeah.
But as all of our kids, their personalities are vastly different. Yeah, they have some similarities.
All very unique.
All in all, they're very unique.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to take some of that and model it. Others are going to be like, nope, this is not my thing. I'm going to do it my own way.
And now that you say that, I do think even from my own parents growing up, I can remember thinking, this is something that I want to do in my life. And this is something that I never want
to
do.
Exactly. You are so right. They will be like, I am not doing that.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. Why do we do it this way?
Right.
Yes.
We should ask our kids sometime.
We should.
What are things that you want to do? But more importantly, what are the things that you will never do that we have done? I would love to have that conversation. I'm not sure
if I want to know.
I know. I might want to wait a couple years.
Yes.
Let's wait until they're closer to parenthood. And we'll ask them, hey, what are you going to do that I taught you? I cannot wait to find
my
out
oldest.
The
yes, she is now more understanding of things that happened.
Sure, they appreciate so much more.
Yes.
So we have spent some wonderful time, but honestly, we didn't even get through a portion of the list, which is exciting because we've got a lot of other episodes to do.
Thank you for letting me give my entire spiel about my trip.
Awesome stories.
Really great.
So I will say, though, I'm excited.
Yes.
Because so far, we've only had one guest, our beloved Mima.
Beloved Mima.
Yes. But we have an episode coming up where we have a guest who is coming to join us, and I won't reveal too much, but another career mom who has been through a lot of different experiences, but a lot of the same.
A lot of the same.
So coming very soon to a Real Talk, Real Women, Real Laughs podcast near you.
Please listen. Wait. It'll be very exciting.
Can't wait. We're excited to have someone join us. So with that, I would remind you, when times are tough and life seems too much, just focus on lifting your coffee cup.
And drinking it one sip at a time.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone.
We'll do it soon.